Ah, delicious, refreshing Dasani. Always Dasani. Oh, hi, I didn't notice you there. So this is Goldenrodbot, back once again with an educational video on gaming culture and some bullshit I just made up because I didn't write a script for this. For some reason, it's a lot more difficult to record things for YouTube than to just talk and babble nonsense on Twitch. So, without further ado, this is Ragnarok Clicker. Now, for those of you that are familiar with Ragnarok Online, this is about the same in a lot of ways, in more ways than one would care to really delve into most times. But for the sake of everyone's discomfort, I am going to do us all that grand disservice and take a kind of look at this game. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, clicker games, they're, well, really simple. You click. Or you make an auto hotkey macro that clicks for you because you're lazy. You're too lazy to play a game yourself. So, I was going to stream myself making scripts for a clicker game, and I thought, Ragnarok Online, I like that. Why not do it for Ragnarok Online? Because a friend sent me this game, Ragnarok Clicker, and I thought, hey, that sounds pretty cool. It's Ragnarok, it's a clicker. I can make scripts to mindlessly automate tasks. Because this is fun. And I was going to stream that for you guys, but when I saw how this game is, and when I looked at it, when I kind of analyzed it to see if I could make auto hotkey scripts that could run for it, since so it runs through Steam, and sometimes auto hotkey scripts don't seem to work with Steam games, so I wanted to test first. And as you can see, it does. It works flawlessly. Not any problem there. The problem, however, is in something you might notice down there. A little thing next to the life bar for everything that I'm mercilessly slaughtering without lifting a finger. I don't really need to buy any of these dudes. I bought some of them, but I don't really care. I don't really give a shit. I could go to the next level too. I could do all sorts of stuff once I'm done clicking. But you might notice something. This little thing right here called shop. Now, you might be asking, so is this for upgrades that you get with in-game currency? And well, naturally, that would be what one would think, right? That's surely they wouldn't have the audacity to put in-game purchases into a clicker fan game of an established MMO. Surely that's not something that people would go and... Oh, hey, they have a Twitter, too. Surely that's not something people would go and do. I mean, that kind of, that's ballsy, if nothing else, if not deranged. So, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the shop and see kind of... Okay, so they got a few things. Okay, so that's odd. The first thing they offer is Zenny. So how are you going to buy Zenny with in-game currency, which is Zenny? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, okay, some other stuff. 2 times multiplier to all your damage forever. Well, that seems like something so priceless that you couldn't possibly buy it with in-game currency. So you have 0 Imperium, because that's what that is. It's Imperium. So how do you get more? Well, your purchases contribute to the continued development of this game. So it's... yeah. It's in-game purchases for a fucking clicker game. Now, I'm not one for causing scenes, so I don't know if I should actually jump on their Twitter and, call them out for this mindless money grab. It's not mindless at all, because people are probably actually putting money to this. Now, there's a fine line. There's in-app purchases for things that most of the time, if you really like the game, you can justify spending money on an in-app purchase for a free game. Because let's face it, if you really like it, that means that someone out there probably put a lot of effort into something about it. They created their own assets, or they made an interesting, unique dynamic for a game, or anything like that, really. Anything at all that separates it, that makes it different from something else of its genre, not just another carbon copy clone. And, oh, would you look at that? Let's see. Shitty GUI, shitty graphic user interface. Sprites ripped straight from the game. Like, literally, it's... Some of them are even just fucking pixelated, like like everything. Everything is zoomed in a little bit too much to make it pixelated. These are all... I count nothing that is not a stock asset. Nothing. I count nothing in here that is actually unique and original to this clicker. There's nothing, unless you count the unique names, hand quotes, of the things you can, of the people, the slaves you can buy. Because let's face it, that's slavery right there. You're buying them. You're enslaving these people to play some shitty clicker game. Like, they had hopes, they had dreams, they had aspirations, and you know what? You killed them by playing this game. You have effectively slaughtered Randy the Merchant's aspirations to sell fungus to middle schoolers. So, you know, good job, because that's probably for the best anyway. Randy's a real weirdo, but Dagar, the thief, you know, he's been stealing money all his life, so he could finally afford a name change, so he wouldn't have to be named after a pokey implement. He had aspirations, and you know what? Now he is your level 2 clicker slave. You've ruined Dagger's life. If you play this game, if you enjoy this game, if you spend money on the in-app purchases, you've ruined Dagger's life. I just want that to rest on your conscience for a moment. I want you to feel the weight of Dagger's tragedy just sinking, seeping into your flesh right now. That's what I want you to feel if you have ever even considered giving a cent to this no talent, no originality, no creativity farce of a game. It's just... Who would... I cannot fathom why in any... Under what circumstance would anyone find it okay to contribute to this game? Look at this, here's... Why would you even need to pay for it? You know what? You can just make an auto hotkey script. It takes about 2 minutes. Literally, you can Google how to do it. You can download this. It's just so easy. Instead of, you know, doubling your damage forever, why not just break the game by inputting the maximum amount of clicks per second you could possibly conceivably do and bind it to a hotkey? It takes... Let me see. How many lines of code does it take to do this? Let's take a look. And this is not... I'm not a programmer. I'm not even a good auto hotkey dude person thing. Let's look at the script. Let's look at what I'm using to make this happen. Here we go. To circumvent any need to ever, under any circumstance, have in-game purchases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of code. If you count, I'm not a programmer, so I don't know if you count like these 2 brackets as lines. You could really fit this all into 1 line. It would work the same, but that's sloppy coding, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah, if you spend money on a game like this, then you're probably what's wrong with everything. I mean, like, we're talking worse than the Holocaust, worse than the extinction of the dodo bird, worse than, you know, 5 dozen eggs being rectally imbibed and then immediately shot onto an orphanage. You are literally worse than someone that puts 60 eggs up their butts and then poops them out onto a bunch of poor, innocent orphans. That's what you are. If you contribute to this. And for the people that actually had the audacity, had the gall to put in-game purchases for this game, I don't even know what you can call them. I mean, as far as money grabs go, this is the most desperate and sad attempt I have ever witnessed. And I might contact these guys on Twitter. I might lurk a little bit. I don't know. I mean, I might judge their character based on other things they've done. Who knows? Maybe they thought, hey, this will be easy, this will be a quick buck, and we'll use this to fund our other great projects which actually have any modicum of originality to it. I kind of doubt it, and it's probably not my place to judge and drama monger over something like a clicker. But I'll check it out. I'll check them out before I actually talk mad shit on Twitter instead of just on YouTube. So yeah, this is Ragnarok Clicker. Don't spend a cent on it under any circumstance, unless I find out that all the money is going towards like a cure for cancer or something. Or brain damage, because anyone that would put money towards this probably already needs that cure pretty bad. So, until next time, this has been GoldenrodBot, and don't spend money on this. Bye.